because I want, and I'm not getting into no business. The reason I'm asking these invasive questions, other than for my own entertainment, is that I want them to learn from your mistake.
Okay.
And so this is a teachable moment, right?
So,
go ahead.
So basically, I think, wait, he was not your boyfriend.
No, I'm going to make this simple. Give her the mic.
Okay.
Give her the mic.
Can I get this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Now, look, I would have been cool with the whole scenario if she just would have told the truth from the very beginning. If she said, well, you know, we used to mess around, and, you know, he probably got the number from my parents, blah, blah, blah. You know, I could have stomached that a little better, but when you lie, it makes me think there's other stuff continuing to go on.
Okay. Now, what's your side to this? And I'm going to start with a question. Is it you didn't tell him because typically people only lie for 3 reasons: shame, fear of consequences, or fear of abandonment? What was your reason?
I would say it probably was fear of abandonment.
So you wrote some good stuff. It was, never mind.
And so, yeah, and the way he responded, I had never seen anybody react that way ever in my life. Like kirking off, cursing, things. I never experienced that in my life. So.
But what was in the diary? I wanted.
Oh, I had sex with him when it was a diary from when I was in college. And I had it in a trunk, and my husband broke the lock, found out what was all in mine.
So there are 2 things that are going on here, right? Wait. So the diary was out as
in the basement, in a trunk.
Now, but let's keep this moving. So now you were married now, right?
2 weeks.
So you're married 2 weeks. The wrapping of the gifts isn't even in the trash good. That hasn't even been to the recycle bin yet. And you're sitting there going, okay, he found out some of my business, and I think, unless you're married to a woman that's, you know, really kind of liberal or what have you, most women do not want you knowing any details concerning their sexual escapades, right? So now, I hope, did you have details in the diary? That's kind of yes.
I don't remember.
Okay, but so you wrote it. If you wrote it in the diary, obviously it was something good that had happened. So you put this in a diary. Your 2 weeks husband finds it. What does that make you feel like?
I was afraid he was going to leave, and he threatened to leave. I don't know why he stayed.
And, well, let me ask you this. But what did you do to clean up the mess?
I just admitted it. I explained to him why I lied initially, because I really thought it would be behind us, because it was something that happened prior to me even meeting my husband. And so then when he went to go find the diary to prove me wrong, that's when I just came totally clean with everything.
Well, I think a big lesson from this, because it's setting up this next question I'm going to ask you, is that there's always that time when your marriage gets challenged the first time. But here's the second. The second time that you find yourself in this challenge is when you realize that all that you thought this person is, they're not. You know what I mean? In other words, you kind of figure out, well, I thought you had more money than that. Well, I don't. Or you realize that I thought that you were smarter than that. You're not. You start thinking that this other person that you're going to marry is going to actually fix the things that are not going right in your life, that, to be honest with you, that you need to fix for yourself. You're projecting your needs on this other person. When is the first time that you had to confront that I didn't marry somebody perfect, they just as flawed as me?
For me, that happened early in our marriage also. I think we were married about 2 or 3 months. I talk about this in my book. I wound up having a cyst rupture, and I had to go to the hospital and everything. My husband was freaking out, just a basket case. But at the time, I didn't know that his grandmother died in the hospital. His father had died in the hospital. So he immediately was thinking, my wife is in the hospital, right, type thing. But I'm looking at him like, dude, I need you to be strong for me. I'm in pain. I'm, going through all this, and you're tripping. You know, and he wanted me to console him when I'm like, you need to be consoling me.
So in hindsight, what did you learn from that?
What I learned really, and I kind of talk about this in my book, you need to have real conversations before you get married about everything. And if that person, because of fear of abandonment, we don't have these conversations because we're afraid that person's going to leave. But my thing is, if that person leaves, then they're not the person for you.
That's good stuff.